Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, it's beautiful and sunny and spring-like, and Gary's gone out the garden to do DIY out there, well, gardening and breaking up paths and all sorts of stuff really. Yeah, so if you can hear a low thud, 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 that's Gary. Not sure if you can hear him, but I can. I just whistled then. I keep whistling when I talk. It's very off-putting, it really is. Anyway, so while I'm in here, I'm going to film this and film my Hump Day giveaway, which went up yesterday. Oh, I decided to do this yarn because, well, we've just all forgotten how gorgeous it is, I think. Look at that. Oh, ooh. Ooh, so yeah, I thought, you know, we haven't seen that for a while. It was all the rage last year. Well, not all, yeah, I don't know. Since Glenda showed it and then won, that was it then. That yarn went into the stratosphere. It's now come back down and it's in my room. Anyway, oh, how are you guys? I have had a headache yesterday. I got a bit of one today, so I've got a feeling it might be the sunshine. Not really sure. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Box, box, box. So this is me boxing for a pit stop. That's what that's all about. Box, box, box. I don't need my tyres changing. Or my wheels aligning. I just need my tea. That's all. That's all. So I started to do a few more stitch markers yesterday. Hold on. Build trip. Here they are. All there. So I showed you some yesterday, but I carried on and I did that one didn't want to come out. I did this one. A few of those. And I did some more. Oh, that one didn't go according to plan. It's fell apart. I did have a bit of trouble closing that, I know. I did some hearts. And got itchy nose. And don't worry, there's no bogey on it. I didn't get anything. Disgusting. Stars. It's a star. Like a star. Do-do-do. I won't really sing it because obviously I'll be so good that they'll give me a strike. Anyway, I did quite a few of those, and I can't find the other ones that I did. I did the gummy bears, you know, these. A few gummies. I think I might have put that one in the wrong pot. I forgot to take them out in the yarn van earlier. I went out there to pack orders, and I took my new boxes out there, and I took a box that I wanted to repurpose, and I took all my stickers out there and all the stuff that I'd got, you know, for my shop, and left those behind. But you know, I'll take them with me when I go back out there because I've got do a few more bits before I am finished for the day. But I've got to film this, and then I've got to film my giveaway, and then I can go out there and finish off. I'm really hoping that where Gary has started with the path, it's not just going to be like a big muddy thing all the way there, and that I'm going to get, you know, not very nice kind of shoes on the way out. I'm going to have to stop wearing my slippers, that's for sure. I do go out there occasionally. They've got hard soles, but I'm going to have to get those all-terrain croc things out and go out in those, and you know. But recently, where it's been really cold, apart from the last few days, I've been out there in Uggs because it's just been absolutely bitter. It really has been really cold. And I think, you know, sometimes I sort of get out of the house and I think, oh, it's so cold, and then we drive somewhere and I think actually it's just cold here because of the sea. But we did try and go into town. We tried to get off the island, go into town, but there was a bit of a traffic situation, so we turned right round and come back. There was a bit of road rage, a bit of bibbing, and the guy behind us had a truck, and the guy in front of us was in the wrong lane at the roundabout, and so he wasn't going out. Our lane to go on the island was free, but of course he was just bibbing and giving it all he could, because this guy wanted to turn right. And well, you know, you can get in both lanes. He wanted to go the equivalent of straight on, really. So he wasn't actually in the wrong lane, but he was the only one going right or that way. So the guy behind was giving it all he could with his hooter. Yeah, so glad to get back, really. It was just a bit much out there today. So I'll just be so glad when they've finished with all the roadworks and all the stupid stuff they're doing, you know. It's been going on for a long time, here and there. Then it moves to this part, then it moves to that part. It's just so, it's too much. Had enough of it by now. But you know, it's not finished yet, sadly. Anyway, we could do all we needed to do on the island, because Gary needed a sledgehammer, and he has one. He broke up the path with it before. You know, when we put the door on the yarn van, because we were given a new door, a new double glazed door. We put it on, and those of you who've been with me a while know this story. We went to open the door and it wouldn't open because the path was kind of like that, so it went boop. Whereas the other door was so bent and buckled, it just opened. I was like, oh, can't get in. So I had to go and smash up the bit of path. So he just made a square and filled it with stones. So it's, you know, it's just little shingle stones. So I still had a kind of a path. But yeah, it wasn't great. Didn't do the whole path. But he said, I'm going to do the whole thing. Go all the way from his shed to the house, lay a new path. He's got all the paving stones, all the stuff for it. He's got a bad foot though. And he said, I'm just going to dose myself up on loads of painkillers. I went, no, you're not. You're just going to have the right amount. And if it hurts, you're going to stop. But, you know, he will just carry on and carry on. And then he'll moan about it afterwards. Yep. Anyway, that's what he's doing today. And probably every day for a while. The path. Be nice when it's done, though. Oh, that's good. Drinkable now. It was too hot before. But what else did we do while we were out? I just went shopping. Nothing exciting. We popped in to see I've got to do it. Hang on. Kara. Yeah, because to me it's Cara, but I can't do it to her because she's American, and to her it's Kara. Anyway, went round there to get the sledgehammer because Martin had one. So yeah, we had a little chat, arranged maybe to go for dinner one day, and then came back. Oh, so Gary's cooking fish today. I said to him, you know, it's a bad day for it really, because what we should have done was we get these little pasta meals sometimes when we don't want to cook. Should have got those, but we couldn't get to the shop that sells them because of the traffic. I said we should have done that, because when you come in, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to be like, I'm too achy and I don't want to do it. Anyway, we'll see. You'll probably do it. Anyway, I've got an Easter egg. Wasn't going to have one this year. Wasn't going to have an Easter egg, and but I figured, you know what? It's just 1 year, isn't it? I don't usually have Easter egg. So I have a bounty Easter egg. So it's only small, and it's got 2 little miniature bounties in it. And I have a little pack of caramel eggs. Oh, I love those things. So that's my Easter egg this year from Gary. I got him a Terry's chocolate orange one and a pack. Is that 2 packs of Yorkies actually? Yeah, the last one. Took him to work. But he's got a pack of Yorkies because he wanted a Yorkie egg really. So I dare say I'm going to have to go out and buy Easter eggs because it'll be Easter soon. But on Saturday, hopefully, Paul and Victoria and Harley are coming over, which will be really nice. And so I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner yet, but I'll figure it out. But it'll be lovely. So looking forward to that. Other than that, apparently car tax, insurance or whatever is going to go skyrocketing. And I said to Gary, do you know what, I just might give my car up then. Because, you know, I work so much that I very rarely go out in it. And can I justify it? You know, the expense of it for the amount I use it anyway. But I always say, oh, you know what, I need it. I want to go out here and there, and I want to go there, and I want to, you know, the things I do, I won't be able to do. But, you know, if it's going to go up that much, and they're going to penalise my car because it's diesel. It's actually a turbo diesel. It goes like a rocket. It's a rocket ship. It's a rocket ship. But and I do love driving it, to be honest with you. It's a nice little car to drive. Nice little rocket. And it's the right colour. It's bright red, you know. Danger. But you know, I keep saying this, and then I just talk myself out of it because I think, no, you're going to need that car, you know. You don't want to be housebound. It's very depressing to be housebound. And, you know, I can get in it and go if I want to. If I go out for the day, go visiting and all that sort of stuff. Won't be able to do that if I don't have it. Why have I got pain on my thumb? Bit of glass in there or something. I don't know. Bit strange. I'm in the wars a lot lately. I keep getting these things, these kind of, suddenly I look and it's a scratch under the skin. It's actually painful today. It's like a raised kind of bruise. I don't know why, but it didn't hurt when I did it. It does now. Strange. Anyway, it's not a crochet related injury. So I did my little whip along thing, and I did the Temu yarn experiment. I will carry on doing that, but I've got a couple of balls of yarn that I've put aside to do this baby blanket. And what I was thinking of doing was like a spiked mosaic, kind of spiked moss stitch for it. I wanted to do thick yarn because then it would grow quicker. It's sort of like, you know, but I have got some white, but it's not the same. I've got light blue and I've got lemon, but I don't really have dark blue, and I don't really have white in that. So, you know, I couldn't really match it up. That's the thing. So, it's going to be DK if I do it out of the yarn I've got now. And although it'll look pretty, you know, it'll take a while. It's small stitches, isn't it? So it won't grow very quickly unless I get Aaron or a chunky out. Might be the way to go, you know. I don't know why I whispered. Not that anyone's going to stop me now, is it? Anyway, by the time you guys are watching this, it's going to be Thursday. So we need to see what's happening on the book and the calendar. We had, I want to say, Gus Fring yesterday. So we've got, it looks like one of the wooden tops. Only people in the UK are going to know who that is. And this was when they were doing the clones. Is there a little Grogu on there? I don't think there is. Yeah. That was when they were making all the clones on the Mandalorian. And it was you know, they didn't know that that's what they were doing. They were doing it on Mandalore, I think. As I remember. Hang on. A little cushion slipped. Let's have a look. We're nearly at the end of this joke book. It's been a long time, isn't it? I've still got the dad one. I'll do the other one in between now. Specs. Okay. Is that a bruise? No. Goodness gracious, thought I had a bruise. Okay. So I never did find out what a Tony hammer was. Okay, Mum, I have a rule that if my kids act up, we go home no matter where we are. That way, they know misbehaving is never tolerated. Him. That's cool, lady, but could you just sign right here? I've got other pizzas to deliver. Other pizzas to deliver. I don't know why I thought telling my mum that I'm going to get back together with my boyfriend was a good idea. She still prank calls the kid who called me silly in kindergarten. That sounds like me. I'm big on revenge. Hand that rocks the cradle kind of thing, you know. Yeah. My daughter's birth was more like a takeout than a delivery. Michael's was an ejection from the sunroof. I had a cesarean if you didn't get that. My friends think they want to hear horror stories about childbirth, but I keep telling them they're just going to come out wrong. What? I don't get that one. It's going to come out wrong. Nope. Still don't get it. Okay, that's enough for one day. Well, okay. Now, Thursday, at this precise moment in time, because obviously it's Wednesday for me, because, you know, today is your yesterday for me. I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow in terms of entertaining you. Just blank, you know. It's like in there, tumbleweed just went across. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like, got nothing. No doubt I'll get something, but right this minute in time, I've got nothing. It's just got nothing, man. I've been saying like man, dude, and I've been getting very 60s-fied lately. Just saying. Diet's gone really badly out the window, guys. I'm very annoyed with myself because I said to Gary this morning, and I was really religiously like, this breakfast, and you know, we've got to stop buying bad stuff, and we've got to spend this week cutting down because we've got a few meals out. We've got obviously one with Martin and Kara, and you know, then I'll have Paul and Victoria and Harley on Saturday, so until kind of, and then next Monday is Martin's, so you know, for a little while there'll be a few meals. And then there was one talk of going out with the brothers again and combining it with Ivan's birthday and going to a Toby carvery. So you know, there's a few things in the offing. And when you do Slimming World, it doesn't matter if you have that little cheat day, you've got the next day to pull it back again, hopefully. So I said to Gary, right, we've got to stop this. We've got to behave ourselves, to stop buying like sweets, biscuits, cakes and bad stuff, and just cut down a little bit for the first week and then get cracking. Went shopping. Went shopping. Mr. Kipling's. It's like a confessional. It's like a confessional. Mr. Kipling's cherry bakewells. Digestive biscuits, that's what Gary put in the box, in the thing. A Bounty Easter egg, mini caramel eggs, and he's got his egg already, but you know, he got his second pack of Yorkie bars. What else was there in that? Bread, which, you know, white bread, you know, we're not supposed to have that. And oh yeah, lemon fancy cakes he put in. Yeah, I forgot about those. And then there was cream in there. Oh, and 2 tins of rice pudding, because you know what, Ambrosia rice pudding. Do like that. I like it, well, do sometimes like it with a little bit of jam. Sometimes can do it without, but we haven't got any jam, so it's going to be without. Yeah, there was them. Oh, God. Forgotten about those. So, yeah, for all my posturing this morning, I just kind of didn't buy anything nutritious whatsoever. Not a thing. Not a thing. I'm trying to think if there was one single solitary nutritious thing in that basket. Oh, there was. No, nada. Tin foil. That was about the only thing that wasn't fattening. It's the only thing in there that wasn't fattening. Sad. Anyway, cheers. I'm gonna have a slurp. It's now on the wrong side. Just that little bit of, come on, it's getting cold now. That, I don't like it like that. I don't know how people can drink cold tea. You know, people let it go cold and they say, that's fine, I like it like that. It's like, what? What is wrong with you? Hang on. Okay. Controversial statement of the day. Meghan Markle has decided, I think, well, it's whether you can believe the articles, but she's decided that she's now Meghan Sussex. It's not really going to make her any more popular. Not going to change anyone's opinion. And I think, personally, that he should just become Harry Markle. And not be a Sussex at all. Because, you know, I think so. Mr. and Mrs. Markle. That's what they should be. Harry Markle. Unremarkable Harry Markle. And Meghan Markle. They should just go away. Stop making stupid TV shows about making a sandwich or whatever it is. And go away and be parents. Because they didn't want to be in the limelight. They wanted a private life. Go away and be parents. And leave us alone. Controversial statement ended. God, really bugs me that though. You know. Okay, I'm going to say one more. Now, remember Oprah Winfrey's interview? It dawned on me the other day as somebody was talking about that during that interview, she wanted us to believe that A, she didn't really know anything about Harry. She didn't really know much about the royal family. There's been all this hullabaloo about her being a yacht girl and actually knowing Andrew because she was on Epstein's yacht. Don't know if that's true. So, but come on. You've got to have been living on Mars not to know who the royal family, Princess Diana and William and Harry are. Everybody on this planet, you know, knows who they are. So, especially as he was the one that was always up to mischief, you know, dressing in a blooming German, you know, uniform with swastikas on and at a party and smoking a joint and, you know, doing stuff that was always making him in the public eye. So, and plus he was in the war. So everybody knew him, everybody. So that I take with a very small pinch of salt. So first she wanted you to believe that. And then she wanted you to believe that living there, she was so fragile that she considered taking her own life. And I thought about that. This very, very kind of strong American Hollywood actress who's done lots and lots of roles, who turns up and puts herself out there, who's used to acting and you know, and turning up and doing screen tests and having to make a portfolio and put herself out there. And then she's got her multiple businesses and she makes deals like Donald Trump does, makes deals, big deals. She wants us to believe that living there, she was so fragile that she wanted to take her own life. I don't know if I do believe that anymore. I don't know. And then, because of that, you know, that period in time, she had multiple people accuse her of bullying in that household. If she was that fragile, would she be bullying people in that household? And, you know, people at the time didn't know if that was true. But since then, in her life outside of living there, she's got multiple accounts of bullying against her from other staff members. So, you know, it stands to reason that there might have been some truth in that then. Would she then have been that fragile? Would she? So that's my controversial talking subject, topic is a good word, topic of the day. Well, let me know what you think. Do you think we should just like take everything she said at face value? And I don't know. It didn't ring true for me when I watched it on Oprah, and it definitely doesn't ring true for me now. When, you know, the way that her life has gone and all of that since, it doesn't ring true for me. None of it. But you know what? I've just fed up with seeing her face everywhere as well. Every time you go, I get into Facebook. Every time. If it's not Vance and Trump, it's her. Just popping up and popping up. And you can't trust the articles, I know. You can't trust anything that's written there. I'm forever going in there and hiding permanently, you know, the source. I click on the dots and I go right to the bottom. Don't show me any of these again. And yet you still get more and more and more. I just can't stand Facebook. You go on there and it's just one lie after another. It's become a tool for propaganda and adverts and scammers. That's really... I went on there and I tried to advertise on there, and I was declined. And then I was declined again and again and again. Then all of a sudden I was offered to advertise on there. So I thought, okay, let's do that. And it said, you have a small balance that you need to... And it was a couple of quid. And I thought, that might have been why I was declined before, because I hadn't paid this balance I didn't even know was there. So I paid it. And I made an advert. And straight away, they kept bombarding me with, we've had several complaints about your advert. Why? You know, it was umpteen complaints. And I guess it was because I used a logo. Not mine, another logo. So I deleted that advert. And then I made another advert. And I'd set up a limit that I couldn't go over in terms of cost. And every time I logged into my banking app, it said Facebook. And I looked and I thought, how much are they charging me? And I haven't got, because I deleted both adverts by this time. And they're still taking the money from me. So I went in there and I tried my best to talk to somebody, to rectify it, to see what they were charging me for. And there was £3 still outstanding. And underneath this bit said, close your account. So I did. And it said, you cannot close your account until you've paid this £3. So I paid it. And I was just like, please take it and let me close this down, because I do not want you taking any more money from me. I removed all of because it was done through PayPal. So I removed all of the PayPal information they held on me. And I messaged them and said, you're charging me for adverts that don't exist. And then I got up this morning and it said, because you haven't replied to us, we have cancelled this off. And I thought, well, I was asleep. I am allowed. I'm allowed to sleep, for crying out loud. You know, I don't live in the same country you do. And so that was my little flirtation with Meta. And I won't be flirting with Meta again, because they just kept charging me and charging me and charging me and charging me. And there wasn't any ads to be charging me for. And when I did have an ad, they complained about the ad because it had a logo on it. And we've had several complaints. Well, I bet you haven't, you know. We've probably had one, if that. And that's probably from someone who's jealous because they're, you know, I don't know. So I'm doing that again. And, you know, people who say to me when I was on those training courses, you know, advertise on social media, it's the way to go. Really isn't. You know, if you want to be poor, it's the way to go. Constantly, like, I thought that spend limit would be monthly, daily. So what? You must be joking. Oh, we've took it off you again. Look, we took it off you again. It's like, thanks, but there's no ads to be taking it for. So that was the end of that. And, you know, when I couldn't advertise, when they kept telling me no, I felt hard done by. I just want to go back to feeling that I'm done by it. I just want to go back, honestly. So what do you think of me being controversial then? I'm not telling you how to think. It's not like, you know, it's just my little two penn'orth, really. My little twopenny's worth. Yeah. Well, there's plenty I could say, but I just won't, you know. No. Anyway, I don't really hate anybody. You know what I mean? It's like, well, no, that's not true. There are a few, but they're not in the public eye anyway. And they've got to do something really bad and really make me want to, you know. But there are things that just niggle me. And those are the things that niggle me. Seeing it all the time shoved down your throat. And you think, you know, come on. Go away. Go away. That's what I feel like saying. Just go away. So what am I gonna do then Thursday? Oh my goodness. I did look to see if there was any magazines for an open with me today. And the only ones they had were that Your Crochet and Knitting, and I will not buy that on principle. When I did used to get it, it was flimsy and the yarn in it was disgusting. And, you know, it was expensive, more expensive than the others because they were giving you yarn. They weren't. They were giving you something resembling yarn. It didn't resemble any yarn I want to make with. So, yeah, that was the end of that. So, remember Mima's, was it Mima's Makes? Somebody's Makes. I'll go back to that. That was a nightmare magazine, wasn't it? I can't even remember what it's called. What was that, Mima's Makes? Horrible. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So, yeah, I kind of, you know, like to do the odd one and that, but I'm buying a lot of magazines again. That's the trouble. Before, I did subscribe, so it made it cheaper, but I haven't done that this time, and I keep buying them. And I know everybody kind of enjoys me doing them, so I like doing them as well. So anyway, I'm babbling away in the corner here. Probably upset everybody with my soapbox moment. If I have, do apologise. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload my video, and get my giveaway done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.